Good afternoon, viewers. Welcome to my channel. I'm Aaron, Farmhouse Ham Radio. Good to see you here today. Don't know what day you're going to view this, but hopefully you'll enjoy what I have to show you today. A little bit of a treat. I'm going to make this short and sweet. I've had a lot of issues with the video messing up on me, and it's really starting to get under my skin. I promised you a video, sneak preview of my Go Box. This is almost in its final form. I do have a lot of improvements still left to do to it. But let's get started. Hopefully you'll enjoy what I have to show you today. I am in my kitchen. I have used my kitchen island, which I built, as my basis of building this since I don't have a shop. And we're going to get started to just get in depth and show you the features of what I've done to this box. It is a style Go box. Right now I just have everything pulled out. I apologize. I want you to ignore the wires. Like I said, I am not completely done, but I'll show you the different functionalities. This unit will store my Yaesu FT710. This is my Anytone UV, UV 5888 UV 2 or 3 tri-band radio. My main power switch, we're gonna turn that on. And I've been testing with this battery all week. You see I still have 13.3 volts of power left when it started 13.8, so that's about a total of 9 to 12 hours of time. I know I'd left this on along with the blower fans on for the blower fans I left on for at least 9 hours by themselves, along with the USB light. So there's the USB light. It generates very little noise. I don't think it would be noticeable on the HF bands, but I'm going to show real quick because I'm tired of this phone messing up. I'm going to set my HF radio here out of the way. Oh, and I could show you another configuration of how I can use the HF radio. Bear with me. And it is messy in here, guys, so bear with me just a moment. Alright, this is more than likely the configuration I would use in the field. It keeps my radios out of the rain. Everything has enough height to cushion everything to keep anything from getting damaged. It's just enough room to, mind you, don't mind the other wires. Like I said, I am not done, but it's getting close. So let me show you the most unique feature of this. I call these a tackle box style hinge. A lot of pull-out couches use this style hinge. This wood will be converted to steel eventually. It's both sides. It's a very unique style hinge. The 710 does fit in here, just in case you guys don't want to believe me. Let's move my strap out of the way. I'll show you how nicely the 710 fits into this little cubby here. Pop the stand down. So that's no longer in there. And then the strap is going to be for holding it from coming front to back. There is a little bit of a wobble here, but I'm not worried about that. Once the strap is engaged and holds it into play, it's going to be fine. And then, you know, the buckle for the strap is right here. And there's my radio. So right now I'm going to turn off the radio. I'm going to power down the station. I'm going to act like we're leaving. So the T connector for right now is what I'm using. I don't care that it's, if you guys want to make stupid comments, don't watch the videos. Like I said, it's not even close to being done. So the good thing about this box is once I've disconnected my lines, my power leads, whatever power leads I have, or one, or you know, what have you, I'm packing up for the day. I got everything disconnected. My radio's up there, but guess what, guys? Here's the best part about the whole thing. You pop this back after you put your straps on, and guess what? Everything's concealed and waterproofed. Okay? Now, under here, 30 amp hour LifePo 4 battery. Echo Smart, I believe, is the company. I paid $69 for it. It was through a $30 coupon that I had, and generally they're 89 bucks. That sits right here in this area. Laying on its side, it can be mounted on in any configuration. My posts are here. So my positive is on this side, my negative is on this side. I have in here, I have a fuse block, which is this fuse block right here. They sent me two, I don't know why. Biggest fuse I have on this fuse block is 20 amps. Right now I don't have even that running on anything. The only thing I have running on the fuse block at the moment, since I am not done, are my cooling fans. And I think you heard them when they were on. There we go. And I have to turn them off with the switch. And the cool thing is with these switches, these actually illuminate at nighttime so you can see what you're turning on and off. Because if it's completely dark outside, these lights are going to be glaring in your face. You're not going to be able to see, unless you know the box and you're not borrowing it from somebody, you're not going to see what you're turning on and off. But as soon as you do, you see it. So these actually, the letters actually illuminate on there, which is great. Obviously your little LED light. Now my only concern with this LED light is it going to generate noise while you're on the HF bands? That is yet to be determined, but honestly, most times the noise is generated by the charger, not the actual light, if the light is far enough away from the unit. So we'll have to see on that one. Sometimes these LEDs do interfere, but haven't had time to wire up the HF radio yet. Now the cool thing about this light, if you grab it and hold it and turn it around, nothing happens. You can let go, it's good. But if you tap it, it turns it off. And it doesn't matter where you tap it at. But if you hold it, okay, so only when it's on will it not turn on. But if you do this while it's off, it will come on. But when it's on, if you hold it, nothing happens. So pretty cool. All right, guys, now these wires will get loomed up. I will have foam insulation in here to keep these wires a lot tighter by the time it's all said and done. Charging lugs for the battery. These will have carpet on them eventually, so don't let it fool you. They are always on. They are not switched off. They're an always on connection. These are not meant to be cinched down to power anything. However, I will make them to be able to do that later on in the future. So always room for improvement there. But anyway, guys, I'm estimating already, if I'm just using, let's just say I'm using my UHF VHF, using 5 watts and simplex communications or repeater communications at 5 watts, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have about at least 7 to 10 hours of constant talk time. If you boost the power, obviously that's going to take it down a lot, but I probably won't use this outside of 20 watts. And then if I use it as a crossband repeater, which I do plan to do at some point, that'll definitely take down the amount of time if it's being used constantly. But for a day out on the town, I'm pretty confident 8 hours, I'll get 8 hours out of that 60 amp hour battery, or 30 amp hour battery, I apologize. Now, as far as the HF goes, that's always different because you're swinging on your modulation. But if I'm out on a field day, I'll tell you, as of late, I've learned I don't need to run more than 50 watts out of my home. And depending on what type of field antenna I'm going to use in the field, I may be okay just using 50 watts in the field unless I need to break a pile up. But if people are trying to get a hold of me, I think I'm going to be okay. But anyway, that's an overview. And one last thing, I didn't want to drill through the box, but I had to drill through to mount my hinge plate. I needed something sturdy so it wouldn't fall down. I wasn't comfortable with just adhesing it to the box. So I did drill through both sides, kept those fairly even. I did offset them a little bit to provide a little bit more stability on the lower end of things. But, you know, putting them all in a straight line, I didn't want to stress the box top or bottom. I wanted to distribute that load fairly evenly to keep the hinges from goofing up. Aside from that, guys, I hope you all enjoyed the video. It's a short one. Still a lot of work to be done on the box, but please, if you have any criticisms, I don't want to hear it. Unless it's constructive, or give me an idea of what you would look for in your Go box. Here's what I was looking for. It's budget friendly. It contains all my radios. It contains my battery. It will contain the ability to power more than just the 3 devices that are on here. As you already see, I already have 2 other switches. Obviously, the more you add to the system, the less time available on the battery. For me, it was the functionality of keeping everything in one spot. So it's doing its job, and I am very excited for it. I was hoping to use a more compact antenna that I could put in the back of the box where the tackle box style hinges, but I think I'm going to have to get a separate antenna and keep it away from the box. I have experienced SWR issues, and just using a random ground plane doesn't seem to be working. Even cookie sheet wasn't working. The best SWRs I got, believe it or not, guys, you're gonna love this. 42-inch Abri tactical collapsible antenna is the best antenna that has worked on this station so far, and on 20 watts. The SWRs were down low. I could mount that antenna anywhere. On the 2-meter band, I was getting 1.2 at the highest point. On the 70-centimeter band, it was like 2.2 on the highest point. So that speaks volumes to me, especially if you're up on a high point on a mountain. So as soon as I can figure out my ground planing issues and get the appropriate antenna, we'll take you all out in the field for a test. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. I'm going to sign off before something bad goes wrong again. One last look for y'all. Say 7-3. And this is KC3QPJ from Farmhouse Ham Radio. The name is Aaron. I hope you all have a good Memorial Day weekend, and we'll be signing off.